We all know something about productivity. You heard that it's good to be productive, and you might even agree, because, well, it's cool to use your time well. But why is it sometimes so difficult to stay productive? And how can we make it easier? Here are our top 5 not-so-obvious reasons you might be struggling with productivity, and 5 easy and realistic ways to fix it. Distractions. Have you ever noticed that once distracted, you need more time to get back to what you were doing before? Research shows that this period lasts an average of 23 minutes. Now multiply this by the number of times you get distracted by colleagues, private messages, mail deliveries, and anything else that might require your attention, and you get a huge chunk of time that's pretty much wasted every day. To avoid that, try separating your workday into 2 parts. The time when you will work with no distractions, and the time you can get distracted if needed. Try to complete the most crucial tasks that require 100% of your attention in the first period, and leave the smaller, less important tasks for the second. If you cannot avoid distractions altogether, try minimizing them as much as you can. Put your phone on silent mode, wear noise-canceling earphones, and warn your coworkers that you are unavailable until a particular hour, unless there is an emergency. After a while, you will notice that you manage to complete many of your daily tasks faster than you have before. Lack of fresh air or water. This one might sound boring, but it's genius and requires minimum effort to get 100% results. Here is the bad news. If you spend hours on end in stuffy office rooms and forget your 8 glasses of water, your brain is not working as well as it could. Research shows that getting enough fresh air helps us process information, make strategic decisions, and effectively respond to crises. Another study shows that drinking water with their breakfast helped a group of people work 14% quicker than the other group that skipped their morning glass of water. Crazy, right? Just opening a window more frequently and staying hydrated can help you boost your productivity and become better at your job, business, or pretty much anything else you are doing that day. Procrastination. Not all procrastination is bad, and some of it is actually good. It gives your brain the time to rest, refocus, and produce some of the best ideas you've ever had. However, there is that special bad kind of procrastinating that you do when you must deal with a bunch of boring, complicated tasks that you keep putting off day after day. So, how do you deal with those and reduce the suffering to a minimum? We recommend trying to complete just one of these tasks each day. Wake up, find one task you've been putting off, and do your best to do it as soon as possible. Promising yourself to do just one thing is unlikely to make you procrastinate, because this task is tangible, and you know you can finish it fast. As a bonus, if you complete this chore early, you will feel better for the rest of the day, knowing there's one less tedious task on your list. Screen time. Right, you've heard it before. We all spend way too much time on the phone. But did you know that based on research, Americans spend 7 hours and 4 minutes looking at screens daily? That's nearly half of our waking time. To find out your personal screen time, you can easily do it by going to the settings menu on most modern devices. How much of this time are we actually productive? Some of it, for sure, but not all of it. And we likely spend more than half of this time pointlessly. So how can you avoid it? First, try turning off all unnecessary notifications you can check later, and keep your phone off the table when working or spending quality time with yourself or your loved ones. Without your gadget visibly reminding you of its existence, you will be much less tempted to reach for it. If that didn't help, try setting your phone aside for 1 day a week. Remember how we said that one of anything is not as scary and much more doable? Well, you guessed right. The same works with spending just 1 day without your favorite device. But importantly, it's still enough to build a lasting habit. So choose 1 day when you are unlikely to need the phone for anything important. For example, next Sunday, and try it. Lack of direction. One of the key driving forces behind low productivity is the lack of direction. We often know our end goal, like getting our dream job, participating in a marathon, starting our own business, and moving to a country we've always wanted to live in. But then, we never get closer to this goal because we have not planned our route there. This big goal seems way too intimidating, so we feel overwhelmed and often quit altogether. To fight that, try creating an action plan for achieving each of your bigger life goals. It doesn't have to be too long or detailed. A simple list of 5 steps is enough to understand where you need to start. Upon completing the first few steps, you will have enough information to plan the next few. This way, you can keep moving closer to your big goal and support your motivation by completing small tasks regularly. If you try any of these tips, let us know how it goes and share your favorite tips for boosting productivity in the comments. See you in our next video.